Good morning, everybody. Long time since I've seen you all. I do apologise. I apologise, first of all, for looking very scruffy this morning. Some of you may know I've had to have a shoulder replacement. So obviously at the moment I can't do my hair, which is why my hair looks a mess, and I've got my arm on a cushion. So I do apologise if I don't look very professional this morning, but at least I wanted to come back and make as soon as I could do. So still got a little way to go, but I'm getting there, so that's good. Hope you've all been well and maybe doing some meditations wherever you can. Keeping yourselves nice and calm and relaxed and quiet in a good space. It's lovely now the spring's coming, isn't it? It's my favourite time of year, watching all the buds of the trees growing. Sorry, Richard? Oh, Richard's saying he likes autumn. Yeah, I just love spring. I love when all the daffodils come and the tulips, and you can see I've got a cherry tree in my garden that my son bought me, and it completely goes to a stick in the winter. In fact, I nearly threw it away because I thought, it had died. But all the little buds are coming back on it now, so it's really, really lovely. And I don't think you'll probably be able to hear, but I've got a river at the bottom of my garden. I haven't got a very big garden, but there's a river at the bottom, and we've got a little woodpecker that keeps just tap 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 tapping all the time. Drives you around the bend, and I've never seen him, so I don't know where he is. He's in one of the trees, obviously, by the river, but myself and my husband have never ever actually seen him. But you can hear him, and he makes so much noise. And I would love to get a look at him. So I think he might be on the other side of the river. But yeah, so if you hear any banging, that's probably what it is. So, we got anybody to say hello to this morning yet, Richard? I think you said Terry was with us. Okay, so right. Richard's just see if he can put some names up on the screen for me. Ah, good morning, Terry. Yeah, yeah, I'm back at last. I'm like the Terminator, I know, and I said I'd be back. It seems so long, what with COVID and everything else. Since we, I think I said this morning, I've looked back on my meditations because normally I will link into spirit and I would get a meditation from spirit and I'll write it down because if I didn't write it down, I'd forget it. And obviously, of course, having my shoulder replaced, it's my right arm, so I can't write at the moment. So I'm going back over some that I think we did right at the beginning when I first came on SPTV. So it must have been, about 18 months ago, something like that, maybe even longer. So good morning, Carolyn. Hello from South Africa. Wow. Good morning, Mary. It's lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Good morning, Keith. Yeah, yeah, well, I'm getting there. And there's our Linda from sunny Guernsey. I can never keep up with this lady. She's always all over the place. Last time I think she was in Newcastle. Now she's in Guernsey. Good morning, Joanne. And Richard said, hi, hope your coffee's better. Yeah, I heard you have a good old coffee the other day, Richard, when I was watching you online. Are you feeling better? Yeah, Richard said he is feeling a lot better today. So he's been looking after himself, which is good. And good morning to Gracie. Glad you could join us. Oh, hello, Sandra, my friend from down in Bognor. Lovely you could be with us. And hello, Nicola Humphreys. So hopefully some more people might join us a bit later. I think where we've had quite a big gap, haven't we? Where I've not been around. People have forgotten me. Oh no. Nicola said, can she ask a question? Is there a minimum age limit to listening to your meditations? No, there isn't. There isn't, Nicola. As long as you think, and I presume you mean child limitations, as long as you think the child is able to sit still and just listen. I mean, my grandchildren and my children, not all of them, because a lot of them, my son sort of a bit says, when you levitate out the door, mum, then I'll believe there's a spirit world. But then saying that, he does send people to me for healing all the time. So he's a bit, you know, they used to do meditations, and my grandchildren love to do meditations, and I do think it's very helpful. I've had quite a few. I don't know whether some of you know that I'm a minister as well. So quite often from our church, if we have children that are perhaps a little bit worried that they're saying they're hearing voices or they're seeing things, I'm quite often the one that's asked to go and speak to them. And, you know, we have a little chat, and lots of times we work things out between us. And we perhaps do some little meditations, and I show them how to close down, because there are a lot of children that are very, very spiritual. I think all kids are spiritual when they're born, but I think it disappears as you get older. That spiritual side of you just disappears until you get a lot older, and then it comes back. But there are lots of kids that do actually see spirit, and luckily they've had parents that have come to the church, and then I've spoken to their parents obviously first before I speak to the child, and they want to help their kids. You know, it's not a case of, oh, don't be stupid, you know, good morning, Russell, don't be silly, you know, you're not hearing anything. They do actually accept that there's something going on, and it's quite often a child will feel they're frightened. Good morning, Helen, lovely that you could be with us. But it's not, it's just one of their grandparents looking over them, or a family member. And good morning, NJ Wells. I feel a bit funny calling you NJ, but I don't know whether that's your actual name or just your initials. So lovely you could be with us this morning. So yeah, I totally would say to you, good morning, Ben. Yeah, let children do the meditations. Heard it can help with emotions, which my daughter needs. Yes, it does. The only thing I would say, and you know, people who know me know I'm a bit fanatical about that, is make sure that the child does the closing down part at the end of the meditation, which I will do today, which I always do, because I feel we don't want them open. If they are sensitive, and they're, you know, a very sensitive child, they may see and hear things. We don't want them to be open. And by that, I mean, be open to the spirit world. Most of you probably know that, you know, if you do mediumship or you're healers, or, you know, whatever spiritual work you do, I feel it's very, very important to close yourself down, because we don't want to be open all the time. We only want to work with spirit when we're ready. So, for instance, Sapphire said she believes this too, and hi, everybody. We don't want to be open when we're in Tesco's, for instance, and I'll get, you know, the lady who's doing bagging my shopping, I've got her dad with me. You know, I only like to work when I'm ready. Good morning, Tish. So I always close myself down, and I find as a healer that if you don't close yourself down, you pick up a lot of stuff from other people. So if you find, you know, that you might be a bit depressed, Nicola Jane, good morning, Nicola Jane. Yeah, if you're feeling a bit depressed, or you might walk in a room and you might pick up somebody's, you suddenly get a headache, or you're feeling down, but you can't work out why. I often feel that, you know, if you've got healing abilities or you're sensitive, you pick this stuff up from other people. So if you close yourself down, that doesn't happen. So yeah, long story short, yeah, great for kids, as long as, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter whether they follow the meditation. Sometimes it's nice, you know, if they write down, or you help them write down what they saw in the meditation, because quite often it's important. And with my meditations, spirit always give me gifts for people, or certain colours that mean things. There's always a lot of meaning in the meditations. So that's why I always say to people, you know, it's a good idea if you can write down the things you've seen, or words you've been given, anything like that. It's important, because they've been given to you for a reason. And my meditations always come from spirit. It's not me that are doing them. So obviously I'm reading them out and I'm passing it on to you, but it's given to me from spirit. So there's always a spiritual reason why you receive things. If a child starts to do a meditation and they get fidgety, then just let them stop. You know, don't let them I was going to sit with her with one of your previous videos. Use this one. Yeah, this one, the one I'm going to do this morning, I'd say is quite a high one. Certain meditations to me come in different, I call them high to low. So you might have one where you're just relax, calm your mind, look at a candle or something. Today we're gonna visit our angels. So yeah, be a lovely one, especially if they believe in angels, because I know a lot of children do believe in angels. My grandchildren do especially, and they're always talking to the spirit world. And I say to them, if you need help, ask for help, because if you don't ask, the angels can't help you. So they ask for all sorts of silly things, really. Big things for people's health, but little silly things. I remember my grandson asking for help with his maths test, and he said, I did really well, Nan. And I probably just gave him a bit of confidence and to relax. But yeah, it's great. But make sure, like I say, even if they don't get to the end, just go through the closing down procedure with them. Even if you do it, a closing down procedure with them, if you know how to do it, just so that they're not open, because we don't want that. We don't want them picking stuff up. So good morning, Georgie, and good morning, Kerry Ann. So if there's no more questions at the moment, we'll start a meditation. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of time after the meditation if anybody wants to ask me about anything or anything they've received during the meditation. I'm quite happy to go with that. So should we all just sit quietly and we just close our eyes? And I've just realised I haven't turned my doorbell off, but I will leave it and just hope that nobody knocks. My husband isn't working today, so he's been shoved in the bedroom out the way. So if it does go, hopefully he can get there. So let's close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. And just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, and feel your body relax. Let your body feel heavy. Let any thoughts of the day just drift through your mind and drift away again. If you're worrying about what shopping you're doing later, just let it drift away. Any thoughts that come in, just let them pass. As you concentrate on your breathing, relaxing your body, letting your arms and your legs feel heavy. Let your shoulders relax. Give your neck and your shoulders a scrunch. Just feel that relaxation as you let them go. You feel calm and you feel peaceful. You're perfectly safe. You're in a wonderful, wonderful space. And as you sit and relax, I want you to visualize a beautiful protective white light coming up through the ground, through your feet, going into your legs, up your shins, past your knees, into your thighs. Watch as that white light goes up through your torso, down your arms, into your fingers. You may feel your body start to tingle a little bit. You may feel energy coming through your body. You may feel cold or hot. It doesn't matter. You might not feel anything, but just relaxed. And see that white light as it goes into your head area, making you feel so peaceful, so calm, so safe and protected. I want you to visualize that white light going deep, deep down into your heart area. How's it making you feel? You feel so loved. You feel so wanted. You deserve to be loved. You're a special person. This is your time, your half an hour of relaxation, of being quiet, taking time for you to give back to yourself. We spend so much time giving to others. This is your time. Feel the love of that white light from the spirit world as it goes deep, deep down into your heart, making you feel so special. Just sit in that light, just for a moment, and enjoy that feeling. You feel so wonderfully calm and protected and safe. And today we're going to begin our journey in a beautiful sunny field. The sun's shining, the grass is a lush green colour. You could feel the grass under your feet. Your feet are bare as you're standing in this field. You've got no shoes or socks or stockings on. As you could feel the coolness of the grass between your feet. It's tickling your toes. It feels just like a big thick blanket. The sun's on your face. And as you're standing, you can see one single white feather just floats down in front of you. Pick that feather up. Where's that feather come from? Could it be a sign from the spirit world that your loved ones are around you? And as you hold on to that feather, you suddenly see more and more feathers dropping down onto the grass. So many feathers, they're making a blanket. It's just as though they're making a white mat made of these wonderful, wonderful feathers. White feathers, all different lengths. Short ones, long ones, fluffy ones. So many white feathers. I want you to put your hand down and touch them. It feels as though there's a great big mat of white feathers on the grass. I just want you to go and sit on it. It's amazing how those feathers have come together to make a solid mat. Just put your hands down and feel those feathers. What do they feel like? How soft they are. How you can feel the veins and the center of the feather. Just sit for a minute. And as you do, it feels as though this mat of white feathers is starting to shake. You're quite safe. And there's a slight gust of wind. And as a gust of wind comes, the feathery mat starts to rise into the air. You no need to be afraid. You're completely safe. Even if you're scared of heights, you know you're safe. You know you won't fall. You're protected. And as this white feathery mat begins to go up into the sky, you can see the grass and trees below you becoming smaller and further away. And as you go higher, you can feel that slight breeze on your face and the sun shining on you. It's wonderful. As you begin to go higher and higher, the ground becomes further away. But you notice that there's a long silver cord that attaches this wonderful feather mat to the ground, to the grass. So you know that however high you go, you'll be able to come back. That you're safe and you're grounded and you will be able to come back. Just relax as you go higher and higher. If you want to lay down and your mat is big enough, lay down. But feel yourself get lighter and lighter. as you just relax and rise into the sky. The clouds are becoming closer as the ground is becoming more distant. But you know you're safe, don't worry. And as you get higher and higher, you feel yourself going through the clouds. Put your arm out. What do they feel like? What colour are these clouds? Are they white? Do they have blue tinges on them? Are some of them a grey colour? Maybe they're pink where the sun's shining. Just float through the clouds till you come out on the other side of the clouds. This feels wonderful. It feels such a special place as you keep getting higher and higher, and you feel lighter and lighter. The cord is still attached to your mat, and you know you're safe. And your mat starts to float, and as you look, your mat is beginning to float towards the most beautiful crystal palace. It looks like a castle completely made of crystal. The sun is shining on it, and there are so many different colours sparkling on this crystal castle. It may be one colour, or it may be sparkling different colours, just like diamonds reflecting in the sun. And the mat slowly goes over towards the crystal castle, and it lands on the steps, the big steps of the castle. Even though this castle is in the air and seems as though it's floating, it's totally secure. I want you to just step off of your mat and stand on those crystal steps in front of your castle, your crystal palace. Walk up the steps and you'll see two wonderful crystal doors. Put your hand out. What does it feel like? What does a crystal feel like? Does it make your hand tingle? Can you feel heat or cold? How are you feeling as you're standing in front of this palace? The doors begin to open, and I want you to walk inside. You're totally safe. This is the most beautiful place you've ever been to. There are ornaments and golden candelabras. There's wonderful, wonderful chandeliers hanging from the ceilings. Everything is sparkling. There are paintings on the wall. Let's go and look at some of them. And as you walk around and you walk into this wonderful, wonderful palace, what paintings can you see on the wall? Are they paintings you've seen before? Are they paintings of people or religious icons? There may be paintings of people you know or places you've been to. Just have a walk around and look at them. There are candles flickering. It's so pretty and so calming. And there's wonderful angelic music playing in the background of this place. And in the centre of this big room in this crystal palace, there's a circle, a round stone circle of what looks like benches. I want you to just go and have a sit on that stone circle. How do you feel as you're sitting there? This place is such a feeling of peace and serenity and calmness. Do you notice anybody else sitting around on this stone circle with you? There may be others there you recognise. Friends, family. maybe guides. There may be other people sitting around on this stone circle that you've never met before. But you know they're like you, that you're safe, that they're spiritual people like you. And as you're sitting, just relaxing, calming your mind, you see an angel come up and stand in front of you. You can't tell whether it's a male or a female, but it doesn't matter. You may just feel their energy, you may just feel their presence. Maybe you just see a wonderful golden light in front of you. But reach your hands out, hold your hands out, and feel this angel touching your hands. How do you feel inside? What do your hands feel like? Can you feel a physical presence? Do they just feel hot or cold? Do your hands look golden? Are they shining? Enjoy this moment as you become close to this, your guardian angel. This angel is the angel that looks after you, that takes care of you, that helps you, that you can send your prayers to. But as I said earlier, angels can only help if you actually ask them and give them permission to help you. Feel the presence of this wonderful angel with you. The angel now steps to one side and they ask you if there's anybody that you wish to send healing to. And I want you to just think of one person at the moment. One person that you would love to send healing to at this moment in time. And I want you to visualize them in the middle of this stone circle. Visualize them standing there well and healthy. They look happy. They look content. They look free from pain. They look absolutely wonderful. Visualize them at their best, not when they're ill, at their best. They're smiling at you. They can feel the healing that you and the angels are sending to them. They may have a glow around them, a wonderful aura where the healing is being sent. They look so happy, so pain-free, so well. This is how you must visualize them when you send them healing. And just watch as that vision slowly disappears. I want you to just sit for one moment, close your eyes, and think of something that you need help with. I want you to think of you, yourself, just for these few moments. We don't think of ourselves enough. We always put others first. So just for these few moments, think of you. Think of something you need help with. Ask the angels. Ask the spirit world to send help where it's needed. It may not come in the form you think it will come in, but it will come in whichever form is best for your highest good. Just spend a moment connecting. Know that your prayers and your thoughts are being heard, and that if help can be given, it will be in whatever way is best for your highest good. Know that you've been heard. Know that you've been listened to. When we send healing, we don't have to keep repeating it every day. Those in the spirit world know once you've asked for healing for somebody, that healing will be continued. Now you've asked for healing for yourself, I want you to just stand up and take a step back from the circle. And there's one particular painting that is catching your eye on the wall. Walk over to it. Why do you think this painting means so much? What is it about this painting that connects with you? Just spend a few moments looking at it. How does it make you feel? We always have to remember, or try the best we can to remember things that we are given when we go on our meditations. And spend a few moments finding the connection with this painting. And on a shelf below the painting is a large white book. And there's a feather, a big long white feather pen next to the book. And on the front of the book it says Healing Book. I want you to open it to the next blank page you can find. And I want you to just write down all the names of those people that you'd like to send healing to at this moment in time. These will be individual people that we will write in this book. Because it's already been written in the book that healing will be sent to our world, to the places that are war-torn, the places where people need help, where people need upliftment. Healing is going to our planet, so I just want you to concentrate on individuals that you feel that you'd like to send healing to at the moment. Write their names in the book. And as you write their names in the book, you might even see their faces appear in the book as you're writing. Magically appear next to their name. Now as we walk away from the healing book, in the corner of the room you see the most beautiful crystal 4-poster bed. I want you to walk over to this 4-poster bed. It's quite high and there are crystal steps going up to it, leading up to it. It looks like it's made of glass. But on top of the bed is a pillow and a wonderful mattress. What colour is the mattress and the pillow on your crystal bed? Have a look. This is important. I want you to remember this colour. This colour is significant. I want you to lay on the bed, and even though it's made of crystal and glass, it feels so snug and comfy. And as you lay on the bed, 4 angels appear. One behind you at the head of the bed, one at the foot of the bed, one on your left and one on your right. And these angels are going to give you healing. You don't need to ask for healing to be sent to a specific place or area, because they know. And as you lay on this bed, the angels spread out their wings as a way of protecting you around the bed, of sending you healing. You could hear a song playing in the background. What music is playing as you're laying there? What is the significance of this music? Does it remind you of somebody in the spirit world? Is it a special piece of music that makes you feel happy or brings back wonderful memories? Just lay and relax. Soak up all this wonderful healing energy that the angels are sending you. And as the healing energy is going into your body, the crystal bed is turning different colours. What colours are the bed turning into? These are the colours that you need in your life at this time. The colours to uplift you, to make you healthy, to bring you happiness, calmness and peace. Just remember what colours the bed are changing into. This is important. Bring these colours into your life. Wear these colours. Eat food of those colours. Keep those colours around you. Maybe gather crystals of those colours and keep them near you when you get home. Because these are the things you need to help you at this moment. How do you feel as you're laying on this bed? You feel warm, tingly, cold, relaxed. Just soak all those feelings up, knowing that they're going to help you. Now the colours on the bed just disappear and the bed becomes made of pure quartz crystal. The angels fold their wings back and they take a step back. It's now time for you to step off of the bed. How do you feel now? Do you feel reinvigorated? Do you feel happy? Do you feel healthy? Is your pain gone? Do you feel lighter? You feel wonderful. I want you to walk now back towards the door of the Crystal Palace where you entered. Once again you see your guardian angels standing by the door. How do you feel when you see them? They put a gold necklace over your neck, and on the bottom of the necklace is a small golden heart, and it actually is just the right length to sit over your heart area. Know you're now protected. Feel that love from your guardian angel and from the spirit world go into your heart. Know that you're important, that you're special, that your life has meaning, that you do deserve things. The guardian angel opens their wings, and I want you to just stand as they cover you with their wings. Feel their wings enfolding around you, the warmth and comfort as you snuggle into them, feeling totally protected. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling that you've never felt before. Remember this feeling. Know this feeling is with you always, as your guardian angel is. And as you walk towards the door, it's now time to leave. Now your guardian angel is there whenever you need them. I want you to go through the doorway, down the crystal steps, and you see your wonderful, fluffy, feathery white mat waiting for you. I want you to climb back onto it. You could feel one side next to you is the silver cord. Just give that silver cord a tug, and as you do, the mat will begin to float once again. And as you drift off away from the crystal palace, you're becoming lower and lower. You're beginning to descend. You're getting lower and lower as you go through the clouds, feeling those clouds around you. As you come back out through the clouds, your mat is be going down and down. You're getting lower and lower, descending. As you're descending, you see the trees are becoming larger. The houses below you are becoming larger. Just feel your body getting heavier as you're descending back down to where we started our journey. The trees are quite large around you now, as you can see the field where you started your journey. Feel your body getting heavier as you're getting lower and lower, till you gently come to a halt on that wonderful, wonderful emerald grass. Just lay for a moment. Put your hands out and feel the grass next to you. I want you to stand up onto the grass. And as you do, a gust of wind comes along and blows your mat away. But you know that you can come to this field any time and do this journey again. Feel how that grass tickles beneath your feet. It feels quite warm now where the sun's been shining on it. Give your feet a stamp. Know that you're grounded, and as you do so, give your bottom a wiggle. Know that you're back in the room of your house. You could feel yourself sitting in your house. You could feel your feet firmly on the ground, on the carpet, on the laminate, or the wooden floor beneath your feet. Give your feet a wiggle. Give your hands a wiggle. You're totally grounded, totally safe, totally back from your journey. You feel totally solid and complete. And when you feel ready, I want you to take your time and just open your eyes, wiggle your feet, wiggle your hands and your bottom on your chair, knowing that you've been on the most wonderful journey, feeling refreshed, feeling revigorated, feeling energized, feeling happy and relaxed. All your stresses and strains have gone. You know, healing has been given to you, and you've sent healing to those around you that need help. Just open your eyes and feel your bearings back in your home. I hope everybody feels comfortable and you've enjoyed your journey. And what I want to do now, those of you that know how to close down, I want you to close down. But for those of you that don't know how to close down, or if you're going to do this with children, this is a little routine that you just need to go through to make sure they're fully grounded. So close your eyes once again. And I want you to visualize a purple light bulb in the middle of your forehead. And I want you to turn that light bulb off. And then I want you to go down to your throat area and visualize a blue light bulb and turn that light bulb off. To then go down to your heart area where your heart is and visualize a green light bulb and turn that light bulb off. Then go to your solar plexus area, the area above your tummy button where you get that gut feeling, and visualize a yellow light bulb. Turn that light bulb off. We now go down to the space below our tummy button where we see an orange light bulb. Turn that light bulb off. bulb, and I want you to turn that light bulb off. We're now going to go back and just quickly double check that the purple light bulb on our forehead is off, middle of our forehead. The blue light bulb in our throat area is off. The green light bulb in our heart area is off. That the yellow light bulb in our solar plexus area above our tummy button is off. That the orange light bulb below our tummy button's turned off. And finally, that red light bulb at the bottom of our spine is turned off. I want you to visualize the roots of a tree going from your hands and your feet deep, deep down into the earth, making you feel fully grounded. I want you to put a cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your head and under your feet. And finally, visualize that beautiful white protective light surrounding your entire body, knowing now that you're completely grounded, you're safe, and you're protected and ready to carry on with your daytime, your work, or whatever you've got to do for the rest of the day. I hope everybody enjoyed that meditation. If anybody's got any questions about it, or they just got any general questions about anything spiritual or meditations or anything you'd like to ask me, I'll do my best to answer. So I don't know if anybody's got any questions, Richard, or whether you've dropped off to sleep. I think he's gone to sleep. He's not there. No, he's there. He's moaning. So I hope, Nicola, that helps if you're going to do the meditation with you. I wasn't sure whether it was a daughter or son. You enjoyed that, Suzanne. I'm really glad. I hope everybody feels relaxed. There's nothing like a good meditation. And Lillian said it was her first time here. Well, I hope you join us again, Lillian. I hope you enjoyed the meditation and was able to follow it. It's not always easy to follow a meditation, and it takes practice. Terry said that was beautiful. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Terry. I hope you remembered your painting. If you got a special painting, I hope you understand. Mary said that was lovely. Glad you enjoyed it, Mary. So if you all saw a special painting, I hope you understood the meaning of that. If you see a lot of dark purple, what does that mean? I always think of purple as spirituality, Nicola. So for me, that would mean a lot of spirituality. So I don't know whether you're becoming more spiritual. Obviously, I don't know whether you're a medium or a healer, but perhaps you're delving into more spiritual things at the moment. If you haven't done anything, or if you are a medium or whatever, I would say perhaps your work is beginning to change, maybe going to the next level, a stronger level. I love purple. It's my favourite colour. I got married last year in a purple wedding dress. For me, it's a wonderful colour, and it means spirituality. Obviously regal as well. Colours are very personal, and colours mean different things to different people. So what I can only suggest to you what that colour means for me. To you, it might mean something totally different. And if whatever, be guided by what I say. But if you feel it means something else for you, then be guided by your gut instinct. Because as tutors and as as teachers, I teach healing and mediumship. We can only guide. We can only guide you. And the idea is for us is to put you on you're a clairvoyant meaning training, still going up levels. Yeah. You've been told you're really good at it. Brilliant. Then I would say then with the dark purple, then maybe then you're going on to a next level or into a deeper level, which is great. We never stop learning. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've been doing this now for about 25 years. You never, ever stop learning. And, you know, every day is different. And the day a tutor or a trainer says to you, you know, I've got to the top of my abilities, that's rubbish. You know, we never stop learning. Oana says she enjoys my meditation at 6 in the morning. Oh goodness, I'm still in bed then when they're not bothering you. Yeah, great. When I used to work in a pharmacy, and my boss used to get up at 5 o'clock every morning and do his meditations, which was fantastic. Linda said she saw family members in spirit here at my flat. Are they trying to tell me anything? I'm sure they're just letting you know they're around you, Linda. I mean, obviously today we're not doing any mediumship, or I'm not doing mediumship in this program. But I would say if you're seeing family members in spirit around you, they're definitely letting you know they're there, letting you know that they're looking after you. Joanne said she saw her crystal bed was clear quartz. Pictures were abstract, looking like colourful tunnels with a white light at the end. Beautiful. Well, I wouldn't say that you're going to pass away, Joanne, and you're going into the light. But again, you know, with you, I would say you're developing and you're going to see the light. You're going deeper into these things. Never poo-poo anything you see in a meditation. And as I always say, get a little book, a notebook, and write down the date, write down everything you've seen in your meditation today. And then in 6 months' time, go back and have a look and see what meanings have come true, how things have developed. Did anybody get any special music? Did they hear any special music while they were laying on the bed? Terry said she saw white. Pictures were nature, lovely green grass and trees and bright flowers. For me, white is peace, so I don't know whether you need a bit more peace at the moment in your life, Terry. And for you, I would imagine you would get, as you saw nature, you would get your peace from being in nature, being near water, particularly, I feel with you. Love green grass, obviously. Green is a healing colour. Bright flowers. You need to bring the brightness into your life at the moment. So I don't know, perhaps whether you've been feeling a little bit, I wouldn't say you were depressed, but maybe a little bit bogged down. So if you can get out into the sun, get out into the nature, I feel it will really give you a lift at the moment. Did anybody else get any special music or see any special picture? Linda said she needed that. I'm glad, Linda. Hopefully one day we'll meet up again soon. You're always gallivanting all over the place. I never know where you are, but I send you lots of love. I don't know whether anybody's got anything else they want to share with me, or they want to ask me, or whether everybody's quite happy. Oh, it's got a long way to Tipperary. That is a song that I always play before I do my trance. So that's quite meaningful for me, actually. I always think it was one of the songs just to do upliftment, that when I sit in my circle for trance, that I think it always uplifts me, and it gives me, I think it puts a lot of energy. So unless there's a special reason why you got that, I would say Spirit are trying to give you a lot of energy at this time, Nicola, and bring a lot of energy into your life. A lot of upliftment, because it always just lifts me somehow, which I think is a bit strange, really, because it's a sort of like a war song, isn't it? But I think it sort of brings people together, and yeah, so hopefully they're sending you a lot of upliftment with that. Music is wonderful, and I think certain songs obviously do remind us of certain people. And a friend of me and myself, we were sitting talking, and we were getting a lot of music. I've got a lovely calming voice. Lovely calming common voice, Cockney voice. Yeah, I'm probably making everybody just drop off, Carol. That's what I always say. But thank you. Thank you for that. What was that cough for, Richard? Oh, it was just a tickle. I thought you was going to say something. Yeah, music I think is very important. It's been popping in your head all week. Okay. So there's obviously a reason for it. So maybe you need lots of energy. You may find another reason of it that it's coming into your mind. It may remind you of somebody. Perhaps you've got a granddad in spirit that was maybe in the forces that's trying to come close to you. I don't want to sort of link into do mediumship now at the moment, but yeah, go with what you feel it means to you, Nicola. Like I say, a friend of myself, we were sitting and we kept getting different music, and every piece of music we were getting meant something special to us. So it's quite amazing. And my friend does what is called musical mediumship, and she does lots of mediumship messages through music. So I think it's quite important. So if you did get a certain song, or you might even get, as you finish this meditation, you might get some music that keeps playing in your head later on today. Write it down, because it's important. It means something. The colours you will get mean something. As you were laying on the bed, I hope you will manage to get the gift of the golden heart from your guardian angels, and that you are able to see your guardian angels, or at least feel them around you as an energy, because they are always there, and they will help you. I know my daughter was crossing the road once, probably when she was about 15, and there were hardly any cars coming past, and the green man came up ready to cross the road, and as she went to cross the road, she said, I felt an angel behind me and two hands pulled me back, and all of a sudden a car screeched around the corner and went straight through the red light. Now, if she hadn't been pulled back, it would have run her over. So know that they are with you and they are around you. Georgie said she let herself drift on further after you finished. Great. You'll do this one again, and remember lifting off with the mat then. Okay, brilliant. The meditations I've done are always on SPTV's website. So I don't know how many they're there, but you can always go back and listen to them again. Joanne said, when the white light came up at the start, felt really hot. It was lovely. Felt tingling, different stages. Beautiful angels, goosebumps. Fantastic. Fantastic. And I know there's a message there from Nicola as well, which I didn't get. Gracie, okay. Gracie said music pops into her head about 3, 4 in the morning, not sleeping so well. I know, it's really annoying, isn't it? I sometimes get that. I think you just have to acknowledge it sometimes, or even if you're getting something, try writing it on a piece of paper so that you can put it to one side and let spirit know you've acknowledged it, and you'll look at it in the morning, because otherwise you can't get back to sleep. Nicola says she's been hearing the interference of a radio. Is that spirit trying to talk to me? Yeah, I'd say definitely yes. Maybe you're going to be clairaudient, where you're going to hear spirit talking to you. There's lots of different audience. There's clairaudience, where you hear, people see and feel. I'm lucky. I sort of get all of them into one, and they all work with me in different ways. But some mediums will only work through hearing, some will only work through actually seeing, some will only work through feeling. They might never see spirit or hear spirit, but they're still able to give a validation and a wonderful message. So I would say probably that is a beginning, that you're going to hear clairaudiently. Just I wouldn't concentrate on it too much, because I always find if you concentrate too much, you don't get anything. And I always find, if you're developing something, it always comes out of the blue. But if you get something, make a note of it, because that's the way spirit work with us. I mean, some people, I don't actually physically hear, like I'm hearing Richard in my ear saying something. I don't physically hear spirit, but I know what they're saying to me. I actually do see them. Sometimes I will physically see them in a room. Another time I will physically see them in my mind. So it's like me saying, remembering a picture of my daughter. So or say, for instance, remembering what my granddad looks like. So I can actually physically see that person in my mind, in my mind's eye, but it's not always actually physically in the room. So when somebody's, I can't think of it, clairvoyant, it doesn't mean you always actually physically see them in the room. You see them in your mind's eye. And this is where I wish I could draw, because if I was good at drawing and I could actually draw what I was seeing, it would be wonderful, because I can see the person so clearly. And if only I could put that on paper, it'd be fantastic. I have tried, but they're not as good as I want them to be. So maybe I should try a bit more. But yeah, it's brilliant that so many people are developing, and you know, in all different ways, and never poo-poo anything. You know, if you think, oh, well, that was strange, I keep getting that music, or I meditated the other day and I got St. Agnes just saying, for whatever reason, coming into my meditation. Now, all I keep seeing is things that have got St. Agnes written on it in one place or another. So I need to really look into that meditation, and I think it was a past life that I've been given that I need to look into more deeply. Nothing is coincidence. So has anybody else got anything they wish to say, Richard? Or are we all happy? Okay, so Linda's saying they tested the fire alarm at the mail office behind me during my meditation. So how was that, Linda? Did it make you jump, or were you able to just hear it and carry on? That would be quite interesting to find out, because I think the more you develop, when you hear a noise, it does. I mean, I know sometimes if you're sitting meditating and the doorbell rings, or you feel like you're going to jump out your skin. But I know with my healing group, the more you get in the zone, the more you don't hear things that are around you. Terry said she was tingly too. I'm freezing now though. I had to put my dressing gown on. Well, that's a sign, isn't it, that spirit have been around you, and that we get cold. Whenever you sit with physical mediumship, you usually find it gets cold, and the air gets cold from the ground upwards. So if you're going to do a bit of physical mediumship, wrap yourself up warm before you do a meditation. You're very welcome, Georgie. It was lovely that you could join us this morning. You didn't jump. No, I didn't think you would, Linda. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I bet months and months ago you'd probably jumped out your skin. It's funny, the more we do these things, how we can get ourselves in a place where those outside noises don't affect us. I know with my healers in the beginning, any little sound would make them jump. But now, they go in that space where they're away with what I call away with the fairies, with their healing, and you just hear it and then it goes. It's fantastic. So thank you all for joining me this morning. Hopefully I won't get any more hiccups, and I will be back in a couple of weeks. And I think it was Richard was saying that it would be quite nice to get do a meditation. Was it you, Richard, to meet your guides? Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got a couple here that I've done. So maybe we'll have a go at some of those perhaps next time. I think I've got 2 or 3 different ways of meditations I've done in the past of meeting your guides. So perhaps we'll have a go at that. And those of you that know your guides, always go into these meditations with an open mind. Don't always expect a guide to come through, because we all have lots of different guides for different things, different ones for healing, for clairvoyance, physical guides. They're all different. So, just be aware you might have a new guide coming in. So be open-minded. For people who say, oh, well, I don't need to meet my guide, or you might even meet one that's going to work with you in the future. You're very welcome, Russell, and I'm glad you could join us. And hopefully I'll see you again at some meditations. Lots of lovely stuff going on over the weekend. I expect you need to do any adverts, Richard? Okay, so we've got Jane Malton, isn't it, at 8 o'clock? And what is she doing? Oh, psychic counselling and reading. So that will be interesting. And have we got anything for tomorrow? Okay, so okay. No, I was just going to say we've got mediumship tomorrow night, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. So there'll be mediumship and messages on Saturday night, and then Okay, we've got a new medium called Karen. It, oh, first time on SBTV, so give her a good welcome and, watch her on Saturday night. That should be good. And then on Sunday morning, I presume we've got our um, Sunday service, divine service from Wimbledon Church, where I'm based. Lovely church, lovely people. So I hope you could join us for that. And I think the medium's Jeff Hewitt, is it? This Sunday? Yeah, I think the medium's going to be Jeff Hewitt. So have a lovely rest of the week. Enjoy watching SPTV. There's meditations on there if you want to do any of them again. And I'll say goodbye and lots of love and bless all of you. Bye.